Hello friends, welcome back in another tutorial of learning Tableau. In our previous video, we discussed about what table calculations are, how they are being computed, what are addressing and partitioning in table calculations, and we also saw some of few simple table calculations. Our today's topic is again continuous to that. Today we will be knowing about the directional and non-directional table calculations. Those are mainly being used when you or we compute table calculations. It depends and vary from use case to use case, but let's see what they are in table calculations. So what is directional and non-directional table calculations? So directional and non-directional table calculations both are table calculations only. Directional table calculations change every result for every cell whenever we change value using the using option. I'm sure you are aware that what it's compute using option. We already discussed it in our previous video. You can go there and watch it. And what is non-directional table calculation? So non-directional table calculation is again a type of table calculation which is being computed for all table. It get impacted when we are using it table down or pen down. But it will calculate the result for all the table and will replicate it in every cell, right? So let's see what are directional and non-directional table calculations in Tableau. So to demonstrate this, I have created few calculated fields, right? Let me show you. First is that I have created lookup. Lookup is again a table calculation which has more use cases. Those vary from scenario to scenario. But here you have taken cells just to show that how table calculation works. This is first calculation that I have built. Lookup sum cells minus one position. This is nothing but this is the offset value which is saying that how we want to calculate the cells. Second is running sum, right? Running sum, it's a simple calculation. Running sum, then sum of cells. The next one is size. It's nothing. I just have used the size function. Another one is the window sum. So window sum can be used with offset start and end value. And this is something which vary and fall in between direction and non-directional both table calculations. So if you are using it without offset, like without start and end, then it will be directional, right? Or non-directional. It will be non-directional table calculation because we are not defining it that how we have to start, how we want to end, right? So if the offset is not defined, then it will be non-directional. Same way, we have windows sum again, but here we are doing the offset and start and end value. Right? So let us plot and see how these are working. So I'm taking category, then ship mode, and as you know, like we have many dimensions, we have many measures to pull in. So instead of pulling every measures individually, what we can do, we can pull measure name in column and measure value in marks text column. And we can remove all the unwanted measures, those we are not using. All right. So here we are, right? So this is how it will look at very first. So this is our normal sum. This is the lookup, right? So lookup, I told you, it used in various cases, but here our use case is that many time it has been said that okay, I want to put this value here, this value here, this value here, likewise. So the first value will always be blank, right? Or similarly, it can be called that okay, I want to replicate all these values here and the last value should be blank. So how we can do that? So it depends. Say if I am using a table down, right? Then the first thing will be blank. And what if I change the direction of it. Say we want to do it pen. Then for pen again, it will leaving the first value blank. You know why? Let's go to the calculation and see. First, let us set it to down again. So this is happening because of the offset that we have chosen, right? We are saying that always take the previous cells, right? So this value, this is the previous one. For this is the previous one. But for this value, we do not have any previous one value. So it is showing blank, right? Respectively, if we will calculate it pen, then it will show these two value blank. For this, there is no value. This will be this value, this will be this value, this will be this value, and for this value, there will be no value, right? The similar way we show it right now, right? It is leaving this value, right? And for this again, like it is getting started from here and here and here. So it's not taking the last value because for that there is no forward value to it. So this can be changed, right? Say if I don't want to take -1, what if I want to show the next value in the previous value, right? Similarly, the offset we were using -1 previously. So we said that okay, take this value here, this value here, this value here. So -1 offset, what it is doing, it is checking what is the previous value to the current cell. If I am here, then what is the previous value to it? This is the previous value to it. So it is filling. So it is filling this -1 value here. And the way we change the offset, right? We are saying give the next value to us. If it is plus, then it is saying that give us the next value to it, right? So it is doing that. It is filling, it is leaving this value because there is no previous value or next, nothing for that. Next is this, so it has been filled here. So there is no upper level to it, so it will leave always this. And this will always be blank, right? If we do -1, then the first one will always be blank. If we are doing +1, then this, the last row should be blank. So this is how lookup working. So we can say that this is a directional level calculation, which is getting changed upon changing the directional. Same way, we can say running total, right? So running total is again, so what is the need of using running total, right? First of all, so running total is used if you want to show the cumulative sum, right? We say, okay, this is first row and next is what I want to show the sum of this to this and sum of these two here, these two here likewise. So that time running sum is used. So this is also getting changed upon changing the result, right? And showing different result for all the cells. So this is how it has been directional level calculation. And what about window sum, right? So let me show you the calculation of window sum first. So window sum is again similar, looks like running, sorry, not running sum, it looks like lookup, but it is different from that. In lookup, we can set one offset, right? But we can't say how it will start and how it will end. So it is in kind of enhancement to that, but it comes in both directional and non-directional. So this is the calculation. Let us keep it here and see how it works. So currently it's not set to anything. We are saying that okay, compute to table down, right? So what it is doing, we are saying that start from previous and go to next. So what it is doing, for this there is no previous value, right? But there is next value to it. So it is summing these two and giving the value here. Then again summing these two and giving the value here, right? It is similar to lookup, but lookup is what? It will give you the previous or next value. It will not add or it will not sum what you have start and end with. Similarly, we can change value here. Suppose instead of 1, I'm saying that okay, I want to take next two values, right? So I can say, and it will take. So for this will become the sum. So this and is always next to what we are in current cell. So if we are on this current cell, then it will 1, 2. If we are here, then 1, 2, right? So if we see the value of this, then it should be sum of all these three, which is 6, 4, 3, 9, 8, 7, right? And we will come here, then it is these three, leaving the last value one, right? Similarly, we can change the offset here, right? So we are saying that, okay, don't take the current one, take the previous one, and then sum it. So what it does? So there is no previous value to it, so the value is not changed, right? Now we are saying this. So how many value it will compute? It will compute all these values, right? Because we are saying take the minus one. So minus one, so if we are here, then minus one what this, and this is the current, and what is these two are the next. So these two plus include the current one plus include the previous one, which is minus one. So if we are summing all this, then it is become 754,748. This is what we have here, right? So this is how you can change the values as per your requirement. Now next see what is size and what is window sum function doing here. So we'll see in our description we said that it is something which is not impacted with the compute results, and it will show same value to all the cells. So can we see something similar here, right? It is doing same value to all the things, but it get impacted with table down. But again, if we are saying table down, then again it will giving the same 12 to it, because like we had 12 rows here, and if even I change it to pen, then it will give 4 because we have 4 values in our pen. So this is non-directional, right? Which is populating the same result in every cell. Now let us see window sum, right? Window sum is not currently being computed, right? It is just what we have here. If we are not doing any type of computation, then it will populate all the results what we have similar to here. Now let us change, right? Say I want to use it to table down. So what it does, right? So it will making sum of all these values and populating it in every row. That is what non-directional table calculation does, right? If we change it to pen, then it will sum of this and will populate it here, right? So the sum of this pen is this, what we have across all these. For this, the sum is this, which is across all the pen. So that's all for today. I hope you have got idea about directional and non-directional table calculation. There are many other use cases too. We will be discussing all these individually in our coming videos. Like we will be look checking on what is lookup function, what is sum function using the running, because like there are a number of functions, right? So if I'm saying, say I want to check running, right? So then we have running average, running count, mean, max, sum. Likewise, Windows also have many functions like average, correlation, count, covariance, max, median, min, percentile, standard deviation percent, then some variance, variance percent, all of these. So we will be discussing some of the important table and the most time used table calculations in the coming video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you.